I see that we have quorum, and I call the meeting of council from April 7th was recessed. It has now been moved by Councillor King, seconded by Councillor Lane. The council meeting of April 7th, having stood in recess, be now reconvened, and that the balance of the items listed on the agenda be now considered at this continued meeting. I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. I believe we are at reports from members of council. Is that correct? So we're at the mayor's report. Thank you. Just very quickly, I know that you've read it several and various times. Since we're handing out kudos to members of the community, I just wanted to express on behalf of council congratulations to Todd Barber, Forest Green Creations, for winning 2 awards for design in downtown Fonthill. The CEO and I were able to attend the Urban Design and Architecture Awards in March 19th. Mr. Barber and company received an award for public realm improvement regarding the Pelham Arches in downtown Fonthill, but also for a small-scale project at 1471 Pelham Street, which is the presentations building with the apartments as well. So congratulations to Todd and the volunteers that worked to build those arches and help transform downtown Fonthill. I did also have the pleasure of attending the United Way campaign and received this on behalf of staff and members of council. The town was awarded a Bronze Employee Award for outstanding contribution to the community through support of the United Way for 2013. So congratulations to staff and council for their support, and thank you to the United Way for their work. Best wishes to Mark Maloney with Urge to Purge, who's the 2014 campaign chair. I mentioned already earlier being at the ribbon cutting for Village Landing Forest Park Homes with Councillors Papp and Durley, and I mentioned their comment. So Gus and Mike were very, very pleased and praised the exceptional work of town staff. Congratulations for that red carpet treatment, is what we said. One other item. I did say that I would do a verbal on this. A number of councillors and I attended the Short Hills Firefighters Association installation dinner, and congratulations to Al Van Manen for 5 years of service, Sean L'Italian, thank you, L'Italian for 10 years of service. Congratulations to Captain Glenn Harrison for receiving the Fire Marshal certification, and to Citizen of the Year, Lieutenant Chris Kerr. Congratulations. Very, very wonderful event, very moving, especially when it was announced that the Firefighter of the Year Award is now renamed the Jim Phelps Firefighter of the Year Award. So congratulations to those members. Thank you for their ongoing work to keep our community safe, and special congratulations to Chief Phelps. That's my report, members of the council. It has been moved by Councillor Kersey, seconded by Councillor Lane, that Mayor Augustine's report for council for April 7th be received for information. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. Thank you. It's been moved by Councillor Ribiak, seconded by Councillor King. The council received the issued summary report appointment of Upper Canada Consultants, and the council authorized that all development applications required for the development of those portions of the East Fonthill Phase 1 shall be prepared and submitted by Upper Canada Consultants pursuant to Section 3.1 of the Purchase Option and Cost Sharing Agreement. And the council authorizes that all contracts for the installation of services shall be awarded through the request for tender process administered by Upper Canada Consultants as set out in Schedule F of the Purchase Option and Cost Sharing Agreement. Questions, comments? Councillor Papp?
So just in essence, they will be our project manager handling.
Mr. CO?
That's for the first development stage. Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Thank you.
And that's to allow for orderly and efficient development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments? Ready for the question? All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. The next item has been moved by Councillor Lane, seconded by Councillor Kersey, that council receive the issue summary report entitled "The Appointment of Ron Palmer," and the council appoint Mr. Ron Palmer of the Planning Partnership as an independent planning consultant to provide ongoing, unbiased advice to council with respect to the East Fond Hill project. Comments, questions? This is part of the agreement as well, I think, and it's part of the, there was specific wording in the agreement, but in essence saying that we are unbiased in the applications, that staff aren't involved, that it's Mr. Palmer, that it's unbiased advice that council will receive separate of that. So, very good move. Councillor?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just for clarity,
Fettered, I think is the word.
are we hiring Ron Palmer individually or and apart from planning partnership, or are we to understand that he is, that the planning partnership comes along with him?
Mr. CEO.
It's Mr. Palmer specifically we're hiring, as he's a partner in the company. So, but we're hiring his services specifically. We have to name a planner.
Right.
So it's his services, but I'm sure invoicing will come from the planning partnership, et cetera.
Okay, I understand that. Thank you.
Okay. Any others? There being none, I call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried.
So I've relisted the bylaws because we had done the one last week, so they were the ones that are pending.
Okay. The clerk has relisted the bylaws because we had done Rosewood, I believe, last week, and others. So it has been moved by Councillor Ribbiak, seconded by Councillor King, that Council of the Town of Pelham, having given due consideration to the following bylaws, do now read a first, second, and third time and do pass the same, and the mayor and clerk are hereby authorized to sign and seal the bylaws. Bylaw 3486, being a bylaw to appoint Patty Hepburman to the Communities in Bloom Committee. Bylaw 3488, being a bylaw to authorize a community improvement plan program, Fred and Mercedes Siebert, 1451 Pelham Street. Bylaw 3489, being a bylaw to amend Schedule C of Bylaw 3309, respecting the rates of fees for cemeteries owned by the Corporation of the Town of Pelham. And Bylaw 3490, being a bylaw to authorize a franchise agreement between the town and Enbridge Gas Distribution. Comments, questions? There being none, I call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. Thank you. We've done the notice of motion. Now we move to closed session. It's been moved by Councillor Kersey, seconded by Councillor Lane. Be it resolved, the next portion of the meeting be closed to the public in order to consider the following item under Section 239 to C, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees, 2 items. And 2, item under Section 239, 3.1, educational or training, 1 item. In favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried.
You wait out in the hall.
Thank you. It has been moved by Councillor Durley, seconded by Councillor King. The council adjourn the in-camera session, and the council do now rise with report. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried.
Do you want to turn over to me to conduct the vote, or do you
Yeah,
want to conduct
and any comment about the numbers, the 4, the majority, etc.
So following
Madam
the
Clerk?
in-camera meeting, the members will be asked to provide their votes for the appointment to the Heritage Pelham Committee. Each member being nominated, so to speak, needs to receive a majority of votes of council in order to be appointed. So I will go through each member of council in alphabetical order and ask that each member indicate to me the number of the candidate or candidates that they wish to nominate to the committee. So Councillor Akurzi.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I would support candidate number 2, number 3, number 5, and number 6.
Candidates 2, 3, 5, and 6.
That is correct.
Councillor Durley.
2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 3, 5, 6. Councillor King.
2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 3, 5, 6. Councillor Lane.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. 2, 5, 6.
2, 5, and 6.
Thank you.
Councillor Papp.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4,
5.
5. Councillor Ribbiak.
2, 3, 5, and 6.
2, 3, 5, 6. Your worship.
2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 3, 5, 6. Candidate 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Candidate 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Candidate 4, 1. Candidate 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And candidate 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So receiving a majority of council would be candidates 2, 3, 5, and 6. So I can add their names now to the resolution.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Yeah, she wanted
And now the mayor will present the resolution.
Thank you. Can you comment on the pages, please?
Certainly, members of council were provided with a list of all of the applicants and requested to indicate on that list their selections for nomination. The list will be maintained by the clerk.
Any questions to that? All right, thank you. So it has been moved by Councillor Lane, seconded by Councillor Curley. Kersey, I'm sorry. The council does hereby approve the appointment of the following individuals to the Heritage Pelham Advisory Committee, and the clerk be directed to coordinate with the chair and council representative of said committee to determine the specific terms of office for each individual, and that the clerk be further directed to prepare the necessary appointment bylaw for council's consideration at our next regular meeting scheduled for April 22nd. And those individuals are 1, Sean Young, 2, Shane Snyder, 3, Gary Chambers, 4, Rosemary Chambers. I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. And we certainly appreciate those individuals putting their name forward and the other individuals as well. Thank you. It has been moved by Councillor King, seconded by Councillor Durley. The following bylaw be read a first, second, and third time and passed. Bylaw 3491, being a bylaw to adopt, ratify, and confirm the proceedings of Council of the Town of Pelham at its regular meeting held on the 7th day of April 2014, having been continued this evening on April 14th, 2014. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. And it's been moved by Councillor Durley, seconded by Councillor King, that this regular meeting of council be adjourned until the next regular meeting scheduled for Tuesday, April 22nd. That is Tuesday because of the holiday, unless sooner called by the mayor. All those in favor? Any opposed? That motion is carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thanks, Nancy.
You're welcome.